Good morning, good evening, good night from wherever it is that you're watching us all across the world. My name is Richard Njau, Head of Digital and AI Integration at Faida Investment Bank, specifically for the Oak Special Fund. And with me, I've got none other than the Director Operations, Faida Investment Bank. And I'm so excited because we're going to be having such an amazing, educative conversation today with none other than one of the most, what's the word to describe this brain cells that you have there? with one of the authorities when it comes to the financial world. Not just authority from the sake that she talks it, but she's a practitioner. So Reena, I may not be doing justice to you, so I'm going to let you holistically introduce yourself to the viewers that are watching us today.
Okay, thank you so much, Richie. Thank you guys for watching and being with us. My name is Rina Hicks, and I am the Operations Director at Faida Investment Bank. And part of what I do is help companies raise capital. So I also lead the corporate finance department at Faida. What we do is help companies raise capital and also create instruments or products that people can invest in through raising capital for those companies, and also oversee the Oak Special Fund team, of course, along with Ian Kangara, who's our Global Markets Director.
Yep. So I said you have to do justice when it comes to your introduction.
Oh yeah, so I forgot actually. I'm like, okay, I've spoken for long on the introduction. I'm also a very, very passionate person when it comes to personal finance. I founded the company RH Group, which handles the brand MoneyWise. And with the brand MoneyWise basically helps with coaching, training, content creation around personal financial management and helping people become financially free. And that's what we do.
I love it. So the reason why I decided that we needed to have this education video conversation before 2026, the date today is the 9th of December. I call this No Man's Day.
I know, it's like, what day is it? Is it Monday? Is it Tuesday?
Yeah. So today is the 29th of December. I'm not sure whenever it is that you may be watching this, but I wanted us to have this conversation before we get into 2026. And a lot of people watching you on this channel being Oak Special Fund, and we're shooting this. By the way, first and foremost, congratulations.
Thank you.
We are shooting this at the new Oak offices.
So excited. It's very
so excited. Yeah, just excited. Yeah. Let there be the movement of progress.
Yeah, we still have the contractor on site, but we're not yet done. But we've moved in. We're now at 9 Riverside Drive on 4th floor.
I love it. Yeah. So, and we're going to be shooting a whole video to show this whole place later on in next month. Let's just say that. In 2026. So anyway, so the reason why I wanted us to have this conversation, a lot of the times when we are watching you and Ian seated here having a conversation, it is normally the quarterly fact sheet fund reports that you are doing. However, because I have the privilege of knowing the other hats that you wear and the skill that you possess in these things, for example, personal finance. You have walked people through debt, getting out of debt. Yeah. You've helped people manage their finances. You've actually explained to people what it is that you may have done when it comes to personal finance.
Yeah. I think it's been an interesting journey. I think the reason I'm so passionate about personal finance, Richie, is because I've made horrible decisions myself. Horrible. And I think really God created me to just teach. I call myself an exhorter. When I learn something, I want the whole world to know they don't need to go through this stress. This is how it works. This is what needs to be done. And so when it comes to personal finance, I've made horrible mistakes. And through the journey, I've found that I've learned certain things. And as I'm learning, I like to take others along with me. And that's what drove me to, first of all, write a book. And wrote the book, MoneyWise, Create, Grow, and Preserve Wealth. So I'm also an author. But through writing that book, I realized, I need to sell this book. How will I sell it? And then began to create content through For Up Digital, where I first met you. And did that for a while. And then when the videos were out, guys would be like, oh, can you come and train our staff? Oh, can you come to my chama? Can you come? So initially did a lot of that. where I do lots of trainings and speaking engagements.
And those trainings and speaking engagements, they were with individuals,
Yes.
they were with institutions,
Yes.
they were with, I'm even heard you say chamas.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just one-on-one.
No, so in fact, at that time, it wasn't just one-on-one. It was mostly, sort of speaking engagements that were general. But then I found that a lot of people would come and say, can you coach me? And I'm like, coach? What does that even look like? I don't even have the tools to do that. So I went back to school and did a coaching program with CDI Africa.
Wow.
Finally finished and became a certified coach with the International Coaching Federation. So I'm a certified coach as well.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, so I do take one-on-ones, but very few. And the reason I take them is because I feel so privileged to be able to walk a journey with somebody. And it helps me learn so much. It puts me in a place where, sometimes you can just live your own life and you don't understand what else is out there. But I learn so much from my clients. I grow as well as an individual because there's so many brilliant people out there, by the way. But at the same time, it gives me such joy to be able to move somebody from A to X, in their journey. And it's just so fulfilling. So I love it.
And I love that. One of the people who you've actually worked with, Larry Lisa, was on this platform talking about how he would meet with you on a regular basis and how you helped him grow from this point to this point. In some of your videos, I've had you explain about people who've maybe been in debt and have come to you and you've had the opportunity to walk them from here to here. You, on a personal level, you're holding me accountable on the financial goals that I've set. And I'm just like, oh, shucks, here comes that phone call. Is this my boss calling? Is this my financial coach calling? But, so the reason why I wanted us to do this video is to help our Oak clients. A lot of times when I'm having conversations with people about Oak, the question is, what's the return like? After I tell them the return, it's like there's no other conversation. I'm talking about potential people joining and people who've joined. And I'm just like, wow, when I had that conversation with Reena, it didn't just end at return. You ask me, what are your goals? What are this, that, the other? Have you thought of this? Maybe Oak may not be the right place for you to invest. Or how about you diversify your investment? Put some here, put some this. It's 2026. I'd like us to share some of these amazing nuggets that you have when it comes to investing so that you can help our clients, and not just our clients, because these videos will be even watched by other people, just have an understanding on how to approach investing. So that's why I have called you on the 28th on No Man's
29th.
Day. 29th. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's No Man's Day.
But it is well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, intro, I hope now you've understood why we're having this conversation. So let's kick it off by asking, when it comes to investing, where do we start with this?
I think the first thing people need to ask themselves is, what do I want? Where am I going? I guess, which is what you were talking about, the goals. I have 100,000, where do I invest? Is usually the question. Or I have 10,000, where do I invest? Whatever the amount, what do I do with it? And I found a hack some years back. And this hack is just so simple. And it uses Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Okay, so this gentleman called Ashwin Chabra was a lecturer at, I think it's Yale University. And he sort of just, I did finance in school, and so we did asset allocation, and he then comes up with an alternative asset allocation model that I thought was just brilliant. So that's what I use. And so the model is based on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. We've all done, as long as you've been to school, to at least high school level, you've seen this triangle. And at the bottom of the triangle is physiological needs. Your need for safety, your need for security, your need for food, right? You need to eat, you need to sleep, you need, these days, things like Wi-Fi and education are basic needs. So you want to make sure that your assets do three things. And I'll use the pyramid to explain the three things. The first, which is at the bottom, is to make sure that your basic needs are constantly taken care of. And the idea is that if my salary doesn't come through, if Kenya is bombed on one corner, God forbid, or COVID happens and I can't work for 6 months, that my basic needs are catered for. I can pay rent, I can pay power, I can pay for my children's school fees. Those basic things are taken care of. Your assets must do at least that. The second thing your assets must do for you is make sure that you're able to sustain your current standard of living, both now and for the foreseeable future. Okay, so what does that even mean? So, right now, I go to the salon maybe. Perhaps I play a sport in a certain place, or I go to the gym. Maybe I like to hang out with my friends every Saturday at a certain place and we have a certain meal. Or maybe once a year I go to the village during Christmas and enjoy my time. And I want to be able to continue to do those things. Because what's the need that's satisfying? The psychological needs. That's usually in the middle part of the pyramid. Psychological needs. Your need for belonging, your need for love, your need for being able to socialize with others and feeling like, yeah, life is worth living because I'm able to enjoy life at a basic level. Now, in order for you to continue to enjoy your standard of living now and for the foreseeable future, your money has to grow alongside you. What do I mean? I used to love Java chicken pies. When I remember, I used to buy Java chicken pie for 180 bob. I haven't bought one in a while, but I think the last time I bought one, it was like either 240 or 330. I can't remember. But you can see the increase in price, right? Yep. So there's something called inflation, where there's a general rise in prices of goods and services. Perhaps you used to get your haircut as a boy with your dad at 60 bob. Yep. Right now, it's 500.
If you include massage.
If it's a massage, it's 1,000. Now, are you telling me if you have your money sitting in a current account, earning you zero, you will not be able to even have a haircut in 5 years because your money is losing value from a purchasing power perspective because of inflation. So I have to invest my money so that it grows alongside me, even as I continue to work, so that then I can afford to pay for the education for my children. I can afford to do the different things that I need to be able to do. So you must invest. It doesn't matter whether you are what or don't have. You have to find ways, where am I going to find an income to invest so that I can be able to afford to do the things that I need to do later. Just basic things that I'm doing right now, whether it's paying my rent or,
Can I slow you down?
Oh, okay.
I love what you're saying. It's just that I want to make sure we are all together. What I'm hearing you say is, first and foremost, there has to be some sort of income that is coming your way. Yeah. By the time you're talking about this pyramid, this pyramid is where you take a portion of your income to then the order in which what needs to be fulfilled by the investment. So, for example, if I'm earning 100,000, you're saying I need to first and foremost take a portion of that income. Let's even give an example, 20,000, and put it into a place where, if or not I have this income, I have food. That was the first element of the pyramid. Am I right?
Yes.
So then the second one is now where you can be like, there's some things that I liked in my life. So still from an income, whether that income is a salary, whether that income is from consulting, it's regular or not, investment is taken from active income or from another sort of income to create a sort of passive income. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that people have understood that income is not even, we're not even talking about that.
No, that's a given. You have to have an income.
Yes.